Number 53.
I believe in money, power, respect. First you get the
Signed by Diddy after Mary J. Blige gave him their demo, Yonkers bred trio The Lox kept it straight street with 98's Money, Power, Respect, featuring Little Kim and DMX. We take yours while you pout about it. Truck, step out, wanna crowd around it.
Lox were like real lyrical MCs. They were raw, like from the get.
They was incredible. You like, where these kids come from?
6'2", me bunch for you, that's like a cat versus a pit bull.
Money, power, and respect. That's the three things people hustle for. Anybody in the hood can relate to it. It's the truth.
money, power, respect. We eating right.
We used to sit in the hood all day and say, what's the really things you want to get out the game and out of life in general? You know, mostly everybody's kind of money, power, and respect.
Right. Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. Key to life.
It became a hip-hop anthem. So for us, that was big. Like 3 kids from Yonkers coming in the game. It was like, wow, all right, we here. We making an impact.
Right.
After one more album, Jadakiss, Styles P, and Sheek Louch took a break for solo side projects. Today, they're founding CEOs of D-Block Records and still in hot pursuit of money, power, and respect.
Hotness whenever we drop this, monotonous for y'all to keep hating cause y'all never gonna stop it.
You look at all the big timers, everybody big. Look at Oprah. Money, she has power, and she has respect. And those are the 3 things in life you need if you really want to try to hit your peak and achieve all your goals.
Money, power, respect. You eating life.
Coming up, big up to Lil Wayne's block blazing hit.
I mean, in my hood, we call Lil Wayne a street poet.
With a pop, brace yourself as a ride on top.
Plus, hip-hop meets high fashion.
I came different. I mean, have you ever seen a female rapper in a long dress? It just wasn't it back then.
Next on VH1's 100 Greatest Hip-Hop Songs.
Hip-hop honors.
For the first look at the new men's fragrance from Rockaware 99, tune in to Hip Hop Honors Monday at 10. Number 52.
How we do?
If you're going to name yourself after a Pam Grier classic, you better be a whole lot of badass. The 17-year-old Foxy Brown didn't disappoint when she hooked up with Jay-Z for 97's I'll Be.
With a pop, brace yourself as a ride on top. Close your eyes as you ride right out your side.
Fox, that's my boo right there.
Her whole theory of, I'm that girl in the club you want, but I'm just as gangster as you, baby, so let's go.
We supposed to be the illest on 3 coasts, millennia, bigger than egos.
When I did I'll Be, I came different. I mean, have you ever seen a female rapper in a long dress? Like that, in stiletto heels, like, it just wasn't it back then.
That was fire. That was one of them perfect blends of R&B and hip-hop.
You know, shake your sassy ass in front of me.
That synergy that existed between Foxy and Jay-Z definitely was shown.
After I'll Be, Foxy Brown was on the rise for sure, but there was trouble ahead. She gained a bad rep for her attitude, her beef with Little Kim's posse, and for being kind of loose with the fisticuffs, especially with her manicurist.
I'm trying to figure out, how bad can somebody do your nails that you want to beat their ass? Like, what had to happen? It's just like, eggplant? I said plum, bitch!
Never settle for less. I'm in excess. Not inexpensive. BBS is chill.
A temporary hearing loss put Foxy's career on hiatus in 2005, a situation compounded by the jail time she received in 07 for one of those manicurist attacks. But as of spring 08, Foxy's back.
How does it feel to be free, folks?
With new music and the same old swagger.
I saw your little thing, now I'm sweating.
Come on home and stay here, all right? Stay out of trouble, girl. I just love Fox, period. You know what I mean? She could make a peanut butter sandwich on the record and I'll buy it.
One thing for sure, throw it out.
Number 51.
In 1985, the self-proclaimed world's greatest entertainer, Doug E. Fresh, partnered with Slick Rick and the Get Fresh crew to kick off the show.
Excuse me, Doug E. Fresh.
Yes!
I can't think of a record that captures the essence of hip-hop better than the show.
That is probably the greatest hip-hop song ever made.
Also, if you didn't know, this is called the show. It was crazy exciting with the Expect the Gadget theme.
Dougie Fresh was definitely one of the best beatboxers in the world. I'm the creator of the human beatbox. It's the #1 instrument of them all, the human voice. To be able to, you can make it whatever you want.
Hey yo, Doug, put that record jam on the groove.
Now in his early 40s, he's doing it up family style with a twist. He and Mrs. Fresh live in a Harlem brownstone next door to his 5 sons. When he's not raising kids and making records, the MC runs Dougie Fresh's Chicken and Waffles.
A nice little game going on here, you know what I'm saying? All of my kids live with me together, you know, and my sons were kind of like brothers, you know what I mean?
And while Doug's Fresh crew has an all-new lineup these days, they're not afraid to whip out their showstopper.
I hear now that song is a classic and it made this list. That, to me, makes it all worthwhile. I never thought it would be 23 years later. Hey, that's a hell of a blessing. That's all I could say.
Number 50.
He may be huge now, but Lil Wayne's no overnight success story. The Louisiana MC's been plugging along since his breakthrough. 1999, The Block is Hot.
Lil Wayne the man. Weezy's incredible.
He's from the South. His perspective is different, so it's interesting. Lil Wayne is dope.
I mean, in my hood, we call Lil Wayne a street poet.
No one wrote the game down for me. I experienced it, I lived it, and I know it.
We like dressing all black up in my residence. Ain't got on no suits, cause we ain't trying to be president.
The spirit, the ego, the swagger is unbelievable with this kid.
Wayne's run into some legal issues lately, but they haven't slowed him down. He's been featured on nearly every hot hip-hop track in existence. His album, The Carter 3, hit #1 in 08, and he's finally finding that much larger audience.
Best rapper alive.
You know, I like to call myself the best rapper in the world, but he's holding fire under my ass right now. Everybody wants to be #1, and he's got that spot. I don't mind sitting behind Lil Wayne. I'd come at #2 on any given day.
Number 49. I think very deeply.
Representing the mighty Bronx, KRS-One and Boogie Down Productions handed out some hard-hitting knowledge with 1988's My Philosophy.
I think very deeply. Let us begin.
My philosophy was just, I'm going to go intellectual on your ass. And I'm going to break stuff down that y'all don't know. Maybe you haven't been to school, just listen to this record.
KRS-One is just the guy to lead a crew. Right up to your face and diss you.
Ooh, wait. That's gangster.
It's my philosophy on the industry.
KRS-One makes the track interesting, and he makes you want to listen, but also makes you want to jam.
Cause it's about time one of y'all hear it firsthand.
He went from being a great MC to becoming a philosopher.
Our music should be listened to just before you're going to do a thesis. That's when our music should be listened to.
Yo, cause I'm a teacher and Scott is a scholar. It ain't about...
My Philosophy came in the wake of the murder of Boogie Down Productions co-founder, DJ Scott LaRock, who was sadly killed trying to squash a beef.
It wasn't clear where KRS-One's career was going to go after that. And, you know, with My Philosophy and that second album, he went straight upward.
It's kind of vital to take KRS-One title, to them I'm like an idol, some type of entity.
Now in his early 40s, KRS is keeping BDP's legacy alive. Not only is he still performing, but he's become a staple on the lecture circuit.
He's another teacher that's been trying to help and wake up people on our planet through his music as well as in the street.
KRS-One, one of the greatest MCs that ever lived, still to today.
Fresh for 88. Number 48.
first albums don't get much better than Nas's Illmatic. Thanks to singles like One Love, video directed by me, the Queens native became an instant hip-hop icon.
What up, kid? I know this is rough doing your bid. When the cops came, you should have slid to my crib.
Lyrically, nobody could see Nas. He's hands down one of the best lyricists that we've ever had to walk the planet Earth, period.
I don't think there are many records that have the heart and the soul that that record has.
One love. One love. One love. One love.
Pretty much all of his boys were locked up. And I think it was a heartfelt tribute to all his boys that he wasn't going to see.
It's all the brothers locked up. One love. One love. One love.
In 2005, Nas married R&B singer Khalees, and in 2008, he released his 9th solo album, raising a ruckus with the original album title. It was eventually changed, but the cover says it all.
It sparked a lot of controversy because, you know, white people don't like hearing that word outside the comfort of their own home.
Nas is a rebel, so he gonna speak his mind, and, you know, the media look for controversy.
Nasir Jones is one of the best MCs in the history of hip-hop, period.
One love.
Coming up, De La Soul puts the hippie in hip-hop.
Everything about them screamed different and fresh.
You don't want to do, G, bust the move.
Plus, why Young MC spent years declining to bust the move.
I resented it for the first 5, 7, maybe even 10 years.
Next on VH1's 100 Greatest Hip-Hop Songs.
Watching 100 Greatest Hip-Hop Songs, only on VH1.
What was the first hip-hop record you bought?
The first rap record I ever stole. The first rap record I ever bought had to be the Sugar Hill Gang.
Sugar Hill Gang was the first rap record I ever bought. Yes, people, a record. Wax.
I think the first rap record I ever bought was Ego Trip by Curtis Blow on cassette.
First rap record we ever bought, EPMD, is Run DMC, Suck MC.
You drove from Long Island to Manhattan to pick that up.
Yeah, Delancey Street.
First rap record I ever bought was 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
We gon' party like it's your birthday.
I ain't had no money, so I ain't bought no rap record.
Number 47.
You want it? Baby, you got it. With 1989's Bust a Move, Young MC jumped from USC economics major and tone loc songwriter to bona fide hip-hop idol.
This here's a jam for all the fellas. Try to do what those ladies tell us.
That's one of the first songs to crossover. It really, was a big stepping stone for hip-hop, without a doubt.
Girls are scantily clad and showing body.
When I first heard Young MC Bust a Move, I was like, oh man, he's corny. But I sang that song. And you know what? I bought that album. And that album is so dope, man.
Bruce to come on Fatso and just bust a move.
Now you look at like the term bust a move, and it's like corny. At the time, bust a move was a hot line. Just bust a move.
It's a song that people's moms heard and said, hey, this rap stuff is really great. He just rhymed Nito with libido with tuxedo.
You say Nito, check your libido and roll to the church in your new tuxedo.
My life plan had been to go to college, get a degree, and get some type of job. My parents had given me that summer to see if the rap thing would work out, and Bust a Move came out finals week, May of '89, and I just never looked back. It's been my whole life. I haven't had a boss in 20 years because of that song.
Now you know what to do, G, bust a move.
That song earned Young MC one of rap's first Grammys, but it was a hard act to follow.
I resented it for the first 5, 7, maybe even 10 years. I felt that I'd gotten better, especially musically as a producer and as a songwriter. I really felt I got better, but everybody went back to Bust a Move.
In 2006, Young MC appeared on VH1 Celebrity Fit Club, dropping the most weight of anyone in that season. Today, the 40-something Marvin Young lives in Arizona and writes songs for movies, video games, and other artists while working on his own new stuff.
People can expect me to keep on going. I have good hearing, so if I'm getting worse, I'll be able to tell. You know what I mean? If I'm not getting better, I'll stop doing it.